very, very many people interested in football, and I always thought that football was a very important game, but I never realized until today just how important it is.
Whether the Wonder Boys of White Hart Lane are or are not the team of the century can't possibly be more than a matter of opinion.
Well, they're the finest team in Great Britain, and one of the best in the world.
We are about the glory of the game. We are about playing with style. We are Tottenham Hotspur. The curve of the ball, the billow of the net, the beating of the trap and the picking of the lock, the swiftness of thought, the lightness of touch. We are Ginola, Greaves, Klinsmann. We are the collective gasp, the intake of breath, the flick, the trick, the 30-yard free kick. We are Hoddle, Mabbott and King. We are the lob, the chip, the dummy and the volley. We are the hat trick, the scissor kick. We are Bill Nick.
That is schoolboy's own stuff.
We are the outside of the boot, the inside of the net, and those seconds that last forever.
It's Lucas Moura. Oh, they did it! I cannot believe it! Lucas Moura with the last kick of the game.
We are Jennings, Defoe, and Perryman. Glory past, glory future, what was, what is, what's next. We are Blanchflower, Ardiles, and Bale. We are about winning with a flourish. We are about winning with style. We are about the glory of the game. Daring to try, daring to risk, daring to dream. To dare is to do.
To dare is to do. What a motto to have. Hang on a minute. Hang on. This ain't right. Sorry. That's it. I feel human now.
What did you feel before?
A bit left out because you're on my side of the screen. So you get back on your side, mister.
Yeah,
Look,
right.
Today, that intro, it's a big up, everyone. Welcome to HFC, to the day home of Tottenham, past, present, and the exciting future under Mr. Ange Postecoglou as he takes us to the promised land and Philip to the pub. That intro, Philip, that bodies everything that is Tottenham Hotspur, isn't it? Really, in that brilliant. 2 minutes, it just embodies what our club is about. Yeah,
it is. It's one of the most uplifting intros I've ever seen on any channel. It's just brilliant. It really is. It's the sort of thing you'd show to the players just before they go out on the pitch.
Yeah.
Come on, lads, this is what you have to live up to, Brilliant.
And you look at the greats of Jimmy Greaves there, Steve Perryman, Ginola, players of the past. You look at the current generation. They have an awful lot to live up to, don't they?
Sure do. They sure do. Absolutely.
Anyway, welcome. Above us, you can see where you can find us. Of course, there is the Full-Time Sports Network, our partner channel. Of course, this channel, the greatest YouTube channel around, by the way, the #1 YouTube channel around. Dave likes to think he's the #1 Irish fan, Tottenham fan in Ireland. Well, breaking news, Dave. Me and Philip are. We've just overtook you by about 3. We have combined it. Leitrim and Wexford have joined as one county now. So we out-muscle Kildare. So, Dave, there you go.
We'll call Wextrum.
Yeah. We're Wextrum. Yeah. It took a bit of going through the door. I tell you one thing. It took a bit of convincing, didn't it? We had to convince the Taoiseach, and he said, okay, guys, you can be one big county. So there you go. So,
the fact they're 150 miles apart doesn't matter. It doesn't come into it.
We won't let something like that get between us, Philip. We won't get something that. No,
that's true.
Won't get something that between us. But so you can find us, of course, on our Twitter page, which is at James Moyles 10 on X. That's where you can find us on Twitter. You can also find us on Twitch at THFC till I get a red card. I tell you one thing, Carl Simpson got an awful lot to answer for that one, but that was his suggestion. I ran for it. And also, we do have THFC Till I F1 Till We Die, a new channel which starts up on the 1st of February, and then at the 20th, when is it now? The 23rd to 25th, I will be doing afternoon coverage of pre-season testing, the whole 3 hours of pre-season testing. Covering it on that channel, giving you up to date in the news, the drivers and everything. Maybe might bring Philip along a little bit as well, one of them. And then, of course, always first and foremost here, it is THFC news.
I may not be here much next week, actually, so unfortunately.
Yeah, Philip is skiving as normal.
No, I'm not. No.
You are, Philip. Yeah. Let's face it, you're skiving. Let's face it. You're hiding somewhere.
Let's just say I'm skiving off the warmer climate for a while.
Yeah. You've been banned for bringing your laptop as well, I take it.
Oh, Jesus, no. It's a working trip. It's a work trip. Well, kind of.
Well, you work here as well, you know.
I know that. Yeah.
Is that a weird? Okay, that's good. You still be so you being somewhere nice and hot. I'd be freezing my bollocks off like a brass monkey, and you'd be there sunning yourself in about the 80s. Is that right? Is that what you're telling me?
Hopefully, yes. I'll send you back the pictures to prove it. Make you jealous.
I hope it pisses rain with you for the whole week. I really do.
That's great. You know, it probably will know my luck, but anyway.
Yeah. I send you pictures from cold Tottenham when I go over there in February, you know, just to get back at you. Anyway, let's see who's in the chat. The chat is going mental. Right, we've got big up Stephen Cartwright, even though we've got Matthew as well. Good evening, Matthew.
Good evening, Matthew.
Big up to Ian S as well.
Hi, Ian.
Evening, Derm and Philip. Big up. We've got Greg Soundnet as well. Good afternoon. Big Dermo and Dom Phillip.
Yeah, now getting your proper title now, aren't you?
I don't like the big bit. Yeah, Big Dermo and Dom Phillip. I don't make his ego even bigger than what it is, Greg. He's got an ego as size as a lemon. Oh no, watermelon. There you go. Anyway, Ian saying hi to Stephen and Matt. Look at them. Bees need doing this.
Get on with it. Come on.
Who died and made you king?
Huh?
Who died and made you king?
Nobody.
They're telling me to get on with it.
My country lost to Uzbekistan. Oh, India lost to Uzbekistan.
My sympathies. Son.
It's not good.
No. It actually isn't good. Actually, I didn't know India had a football team. Sorry, Matthew. To be fair.
Maybe the cricket team turned up instead.
Oh, maybe they did. Carl Simpson says, "To dare is to do." I use the same analogy when I have to be on the switchboard.
Oh dear. What type of grapes do you like with the hospital visit, Carl?
We'll send you a few. We've got Ian saying hi to Greg, saying yo, Carl. We've got Greg Soundnet. Afternoon, Ian. We've got Simon Cohen. Evening, boys. Philip has.
I didn't realise I still had my jacket on me. It was gone now.
He's still in his pajamas. Don't tell anyone. Paul Brown says, good evening all. Hopefully all is well. And as usual, Coys, like, share and sub. Thank you so much indeed. Paul Shepherd, intro is out of this world. I love everything but except the absence of Dave Mackay. Great work though, lads. I've actually have sent it off to somebody to add to that. I've actually asked them to add a bit more of the current squad and also a few players that were missed out, a bit like Dave Mackay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And a bit more. So we are going to add to that, Paul. But thank you so much. It's very kind of you. Sorry, it was a jacket.
All right, Simon, don't worry about it. No problem.
By the way, big up. I'm going to read this one out. Sorry, Philip. Sorry.
Big up, Comrade Philip and Comrade Dermot. Hail Barney. Did you find Barney yet? You were out looking for him yesterday.
Breaking news. Barney's now in Wales. He took the wrong train and he's ended up in Wales somewhere. Okay. Apparently with a load of West Ham players in his back pocket. So I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, he must have a big back pocket.
He does. Apparently David Moyes has actually been to the West Ham police station, put out a missing on players that didn't turn up on Tuesday evening.
He's probably saying, if you find them, don't bother sending them back to me.
The police got back to him and said, "There's nothing we can do. Sorry."
Yeah.
Oh dear, that's so funny. Them losing to Bristol City. I big up to Kate, just a girl who loves Spurs. Big up Dermot and Phil.
I'd say Nottingham Forest came close to losing last night again.
Right. I was watching that, and then I was told I had to go out for 3 or 4 hours. So I totally missed the match. So what happened, Philip?
Well, Forest were 2-0 up and coasting, and Blackpool got it back to 2 each and were pressing hard. And a couple of real chances near the end of 90 minutes. But in extra time, Forest kind of took control and won it. But, Blackpool will be kicking themselves because they missed a couple of good chances to win that game at 2 each. And they gave Forest a real scare.
He came on to the telly, and I was over in the kitchen yesterday, and he came on, and I actually said to Derville, I said, "It's the Garden Gnome. He's back."
He's back. Yeah.
He does look like a Garden Gnome. If you stuck a Garden Gnome hat on him, he would be the Garden Gnome.
Yeah, the beard needs to be a bit longer, though.
No, I don't think so. Just give him a fishing rod. He did that at Tottenham quite a lot. Stood there like he was fishing.
He wouldn't catch anything, though, for sure.
No, all he did was catch the sack. What's up, Port Vale till I die? Hope you're all well. Yeah, we're fine, Martin. Thank you very much. We've got Kate saying, "I'm grand, thanks. Been busy on my channel. How are you?" I think she's talking to Ian. We've got Greg saying that Don Phillip is off to do some of his famous business deals. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be back in 1 second. I just need to take this.
He's got Colombia ringing him now. I love it. I love his picture. I mean, that's just Phillip. Look at that. Absolutely. I love that. Doing okay, Kate. It's everyone else. Haha. Big up Ian. Phillip is going on a scouting mission with Paratici. Yeah, we're not supposed to tell anyone. It's not unusual for Phillip to disappear. I love that. Oh, dear. Big up, Kate. Absolutely love that. I'm going to use that now. Thank you so much for giving me a bit of ammunition. We've got Colin as well. Big up, Colin. He's booked for Vegas. Yeah, he is. Colin, and Carl have him booked for a month's slot in Vegas at the MGM Grand, where he will be doing 3 shows a day, 7 days a week. And we take 60% of all his earnings. He doesn't know that yet. Talking Bear, big up everyone. Big up Talking Bear. Hope you're doing well. We've got Inez. That's not very nice. Wishing rain on Phillip. Well, he started it, right? Saying he's going to be in the hot climate and we're freezing our backsides off here. Hope it rains one day then. I'll take that back then. Kate says, I know that feeling then. Ian, good evening, Dermot and Phillip. Big up Mick Harmlick. Hope you're doing well, sir. And I hope you and your missus are doing okay after the sad loss of your wife's cousin. So I hope you're doing all right, sir. Greg Selnet, he said, you call me Greg Selnet, like I'm a dodgy 90s mobile phone, so it's payback. I know, I do love it. Big up to Ian saying good afternoon, Carl. Afternoon. Everyone saying afternoon to one another. Big up to Carl. Where would I say? Hey, Kate, congratulations on the speed of 100 off 1,000. Congratulations, Kate, and very, very well done. Great channel. So everyone, please get over there to Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs as well and hit a like and subscription on there if you can. Kate, thanks. It's been speedy, Carl. Yeah, it really has, but good work over there, Kate. Kate, you know what I mean. I have a feeling it's going to explode. Barney with his army of matching towards Arsenal. Yep, that's it, Matthew. And you're the head of it. We follow you. We follow you. Big up, Matthew. LOL, bloody hell, I'm scared. Yeah, so will Barney. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone is well and looking forward to the summer. So am I. So am I. We've got going, Wayne, says Kate as she jumps around the living room saying to Jim, it's Wayne. It's Wayno. We've got Wayne go, hello. There must be, speaking through to you, one of them paper cups we had when we were kids, right? You stick it to your ear, go, hello. Anyone hear me? 80 now. Wow, only 80 away. Well, you get there before the end of the month. So big up, Kate. We've got Ian saying hello to Wayne. Good, thanks, honey. How are you? Wayne getting back to Kate, I think. Mick saying we're getting there. Thanks, Dermot and Phillip. No problem, Mick. If you need anything, you know where we are. Big up to Wayne. Hi, Ian. I'm all good, Kate. Thanks. Taking it nice and easy. Don't you worry. Well, listen, big up to everyone for coming in. Thank you all very kind for the kind messages as well yesterday. When I wasn't here, really do appreciate it. We both do. So thank you so much. Very kind of you. Now he's back. You're back from outer space.
No. Hello.
Yeah, you're back. Hello, you're back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
How was the Colombians?
He's still working, you see, till 5:30. So.
How was the Colombians?
They're looking for they're looking for their Jaffa cakes back.
Why?
They reckon they're a faulty batch. They're a faulty batch.
I hope you told them. I hope you sent them to Carl. He deals that part of the business for you.
I told them that they're long been eaten, so they're gone. So,
okay. Did you order more?
No, I've changed the order actually this time. It's going to be McVitie's digestives are coming the next time.
Oh, I don't know, Philip, what we're going to do. Just a big up. We've got Kate saying, good for you. I'm on the terrace soon. Just popped in. So, hey, well, big up, Kate. And only 80 away from 1,000, Philip. What a rise from her channel. That's some rise, isn't it? Very speedy.
Well done, Kate. Well done.
Now, we've got some news for you, but I want to start on this first, Philip. Now, we've heard all the last few days about FFP and Man City, and we could talk about that till the cows come home. I want to take it on a different angle. Now, we look at UEFA, you look at FIFA, you look at the Premier League, you look at the FA. Are all these major corporations corrupt? Because you saw a video today, didn't you, about a demonstration. So is it to do with the FA? Is it to do with the Premier League? Who should Everton fans be voicing their anger at?
Well, it's Premier League and FA. I don't know. I'm not sure who they were demonstrating. Now, this may have been last night, although the video was taken and it was still kind of bright, which means it was probably taken at their last home game on a Saturday, right? But there was maybe hundreds of Everton fans marching down the road, each holding a red card, right?
Yeah.
And on the red card was written the word corrupt, right? So they're aiming at the people that have charged them with profit and sustainability issues. And there was also, of course, there was always the obligatory Father's Head banner down with this type of thing in there as well. But there was banners about favoritism and, why not pick on the bigger clubs, this sort of stuff. A reference to Manchester City, obviously, But it looks to me as if the Everton fans have decided they ain't taking this lying down, and fair dues to them. There was hundreds of them, if not thousands, marching down the road, all chanting away, corrupt, corrupt, corrupt. The video's out there on YouTube.
Yeah. So where does this leave now the Premier League, Philip? Does it leave them in a difficult situation where Everton have broken the rules? They have reported themselves, by the way. So if they have broken the rules, they have to be found guilty. If they're found guilty, they have to be punished.
Yeah, that's true. But I think the problem is, Dermot, it's not so much they've been found guilty because they reported themselves or whatever. It's the fact that there are other clubs whose crimes are far more serious, have not been dealt with yet. And we know who we're talking about there. And, apparently their punishment is going to be months or even years down the road. Whereas Everton's is immediate. Even though they're appealing it, it looks like they could get another points deduction now. And even if they get one of them back, they're going to be hit with another one. And it's very hard. I mean, I feel sorry for the Everton fans because, I mean, they're not they've always been, up to the present ownership, they've always been a pretty well-run club under Bill Kenwright. The present guy seems to have lost the plot completely. But still, what they have done is far less serious than what Manchester City have done.
Not necessarily, Philip. Not necessarily.
Number of offences.
Yeah.
The match has been 115 offences. I mean, that's serious.
Yeah, but they were 350 million over the limit, Philip. Once you even take in the account of the pandemic, you're taking the account of adjusting it with a new stadium and other bits and pieces. There's still 250 over the limit, Philip. So it's not a case.
True.
It's not a case. Not a case. They were just over they were just say 60 million up over it, Philip. They are way bit over it. So
no, I don't think the Everton fans. I think they probably realise that their club is guilty, right?
Yeah.
But what I think the corrupt bit's coming from is why isn't Manchester City been dealt with as quickly as they've been dealt with? I know it's a more complex case. I mean, there's a lot more devious. Like, evidence is cut and dried. It's there in black and white. It's in their accounts. Manchester City's one was an awful lot more devious. and involve numerous different enterprises like accountants and sponsors and all sorts of things. And even Abu Dhabi is involved in it somewhere, you know, and that's why. But they're not cooperating. That is another issue, which I feel that if Man City are found guilty, they should throw the book at them. Really should. Right. I mean, I'm not saying everyone don't deserve to be punished, but it should be a level playing field for everybody.
Yeah, it should be. Just to big up to Paul Brown, he says possibly slightly off topic, but fair play to those who have the balls. No, sorry, possibly slightly off topic, but fair play to those that have the
footballs,
the balls, to host a YouTube channel. Wishing the very best. Look, I let you explain why you do this, Philip, and I don't know. We'll explain. A lot of work goes into this channel. Everyone thinks we just turn up and do a show at 4. It's not the case. I mean, I can spend on my side at least how many hours a day? I'd ask my missus because she's the one that actually has to go at me. How long do I spend at the computer a day? What? How long do I spend at the computer alone? About 8-9 hours a day. About 8-9-10 hours a day. I sit in front of a computer screen, putting shows together, PDFs. Philip as well. We speak how many times a day, Philip? Over shows and ideas, and
5 times, 6 times a day, 10 times a day. But yeah, obviously, I haven't got the input into the Dermot as because basically I'm still, doing other things. I do what I can, but Dermot's the man does most of the work on this. So fair play to him. That's all I can say there. I do what I can, but it's nothing like what he does.
But it's still we come up like tonight. We're always searching for the next show, aren't we? We're always searching. Where can we go next? Where can we?
A good one tonight. We have a good one tonight.
It's got so many endless ideas, that one. But it's not just me. You look at Dave. You look at Kate. You look at Mia. We're all together, aren't we? We're all together on one journey. But I love doing this. What does this mean to you, Philip? Doing this channel to you?
It gives a whole new dimension to supporting Spurs. Like before that, you'd be following certain things, but you find out what so many other people are feeling about the club and the passion that they have for the club. And you also, it can be very frustrating at times because some of the stuff we have to deal with now, it's not right, but it's out there and people are entitled to their opinion, But no, it's great, especially on match day, I dread match days when we lose because I'm not good company when we lose a game.
Don't I know? Especially when we lose. I'm leaving now, Dermot. He says it 5 times and he's still there. And he still doesn't go. That's the funny thing, right? I'm so used to him now. He's going, I'm going, Dermot. I'm going. I am going to say to you, Philip, you're still here. 5 minutes later, you're still here. I'm going, Dermot. I'm going. But look, I'm going to say it now. I could not pick a better co-host than I have in Philip. He's an absolute joy to work with. Absolute great to work with. And, Philip, thank you for everything you've done. When I haven't been here, you're the man that's picked up the channel and ran with it.
Oh, thanks, Philip. Appreciate that.
And when especially early in the year with my mother-in-law and yesterday, right, don't worry, I'm doing it. And you did a great show yesterday, so fair play to you, Philip.
And Mia was in there as well in the early days as well, and she's still around.
And
as
Ellie.
well,
and Ellie as well. Can't forget Ellie.
No.
This one from Jim is a bit worrying. I'm a bit worried now. We're actually entertaining people in showers now, Philip. This is getting a bit worrying.
Oh boy. I'll tell you one thing. I hope it's not the mobile phone you're bringing in the shower, Jim. You'll need a new one shortly.
Yeah. I know we like helping people and we better people's lives, but bringing us into showers, Philip, is that a bit?
Yeah, it's a little bit, a bit kinky actually, if you think about it.
I wasn't thinking of that. Like, shows what your mind's thinking of. I think you and Jim need to get a room now.
Oh dear. Sorry I spoke.
Kate, I'm getting a bit worried about Philip and Jim now. Just a little bit,
Hennessy, is that the brandy she's talking about?
Yeah, probably is. Philip, have you been on that? Evening, gentlemen. Big up Hennessy.
Oh, there he is, Hennessy now.
Yeah, go on.
No, I was going to say the Hennessy bit came in before his name there, so apologies, Hennessy. I wasn't meaning anything, but I saw the word Hennessy. I immediately think of brandy. Not that I drink it around.
Yeah. But, Kate says, "Don't bend over for the soap, Jim."
No. Let's keep it clean, folks. Keep it clean.
Oh Lord. Philip, if we ever go to prison, you're going into the showers first. You can scope out the area for me.
Pass.
Yeah, just yeah. I'm holding any. I'm not holding anything while you're in the shower.
I'll tell you one thing. This conversation is drifting southwards at an alarming rate, and Mia's not even in it.
Oh no! Don't worry. We've got Wayne and Carl in it. They're just
Yeah,
our henchmen. Big up to Colin as well. Evening. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, everything went fine. Thank you so much, Colin. You're very kind. Very kind. Look, we've got a few people here talking about things. Before I get to it, Philip. Look, for me, I think football in its entirety is corrupt from top to bottom. I think the Premier League is a corrupt organization as well. And this will come out in years to come. So, you know, what needs to happen to clean up the game, Philip? What needs to happen? Because this is going to be going on and on and on. So does TV need to stop putting money into it? What needs to happen?
No, I think what needs to happen is there needs to be a clean sweep of the people at the top, right? Bring in people that have no affiliation to any club at all, right? Don't be having the likes of David Dean, you know, in charge of the FA and administering all the decisions that favour Arsenal. Don't have anybody bring in people that, okay, they might need to be football people, because we're not talking about the football side, we're talking about the business side, the way it's run. So they needn't necessarily, you know, in fact, it's probably better if they know nothing about football, because then they'll have no prejudices against various clubs, which is happening at the moment. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. So get people in at the top, root and branch, clean it out. It's a bit like this thing that's going on with the post office at the moment. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that TV program that's been on about all the sub postmasters who were jailed and lost their jobs over a software error back in the 2000s. The post office needs to be a root and branch to clear out of there, because no one there has ever been prosecuted for anything, because they were biased about various people. Bring in people that know nothing about the game, that know everything about business, and aren't scared to prosecute teams that break the rules without fear or favor or favoritism.
So you're talking about bringing in an independent regulator to run football?
Yeah, independent regulator who bring him in from America, Australia, Afghanistan, wherever you want to bring him in from. Make sure he supports no club, that he's no bias, and bring him in and tell him to clean up your act here. I don't know if you remember the TV series of the film Elliot Ness, The Untouchables. He went into Chicago and cleaned up the city because he had no prejudice, he had no allegiances to everybody. That's what you want in football. And then we might get somewhere. I
don't agree with you on that. I do not agree an independent regulator would be good for football, Philip. I really don't. I think it will make it fun.
If he's no prejudices, why? You need to be independent.
Yeah, but it'll make it. Football should be good enough to run its own house. I don't want somebody coming in that has nothing about football dictating to us how to run our game.
But no, but I'm not talking about organising the fixtures and organising the.
Also
making the rules up and making sure that they're enforced. That's what we need.
Also, this will be government led. Don't forget that this independent regulator will be
government led. It doesn't have to be government led. The FA could appoint a troubleshooter to come in there, completely unbiased, and to clean it up. You don't need to have the government involved. If the government get involved, it's a disaster. Because this present government thing, they couldn't organise
But it is government led, Philip. It's the government that want to bring it in. So why would
it's not in yet, Dermot. If it's a choice, don't go the government route. Go some other way and keep it independent. Because if it goes government, it's not independent. No way.
But who else would bring it independent then, Philip?
Yeah,
if it can't be, hang on. Just let me finish my point.
Yeah.
If it's not government led, then it's going to be football led. So who do you want to go down? Because if it's football led, then everything's swept under the carpet. If it's government led, then it's going to be a total balls up. So isn't it better for the government or whoever's in charge to say to the Premier League or the Football Association, who's supposed to be in charge of the game in Britain, the FA need to come out and say to the Premier League, right, if you don't get your house in order, we're going to do it for you, and have a led football regulator headed by the FA, not by government.
No, I agree. Whoever comes in cannot be government appointed. It's got to be appointed within the FA or the Premier League or whoever, right? But bring someone in. There are these people. There are these people around the world. He doesn't have to know anything about football. The football side of it will run itself. The fixtures, the whole thing. But the implementation of the regulations regarding financial fair play and the legalities of the game, that is left up to someone who doesn't necessarily have to be a football fan. Other than that, it's going to keep going on. There's going to be, nods and a wink, and I look after you. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. And that's the way it's been for years, and that's got to finish soon. But keep the government out of it, for God's sake, because they will ruin it. It'll be twice as bad if they get involved.
But it's the government that want to bring it in, Philip. So how do you keep them out?
They want to. They want to, but they have no power to do it. They don't own the FA. They don't own the Premier League.
They do. They do have the power to do it, Philip. The government have the power.
Pass an act of Parliament to get that done. Right?
So if they do that,
a lot of objections to it.
Yeah, but if they do, but if they do that, Philip, and they do act of Parliament, and they do bring it in as law,
yeah.
How do you fight that? How do you stop that? Does the football authority, does the football have to come together and say, right, we have to clean our own house in order before this is brought in, and prove to, say, the governments or whatever who want to bring this in, we can run our game on our own. We don't need an independent regulator to come in and run it for us. Is it down to football to prove it can run its own house?
But Dermot, I don't think it can. That's why it needs help. It doesn't need government help. It needs some specialist help, specialist accountants, specialist guys to come in there and given a brief. This is the way it has to be done, and let them do it. And keep the government out of it, for God's sake. But think about this: that's not. It's not whatever way. Neither scenario is going to happen for a while, because there's going to be, these things take so long to get into place.
Yeah,
and I don't think that it'll be in place for a while.
No. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I mean, look, I want to get through some comments, Philip, and then I want to talk. I read something yesterday about people still not happy with Levy, still not happy the way Tottenham are progressing, and especially with all the FFP and everything, and saying about FFP doesn't grant you trophies, and Tottenham, we may have bought 2 players in, but they're not happy. And how I can remember, how you can remember, how most people can remember the day we nearly went out of existence. Yeah. And the lessons we've learned from that, and the lessons that certain football clubs have learned, but we've lost other football clubs along the way, Philip, in lower leagues that have gone out of existence now. So I want to get through these comments, and then just want to go on to that bit of the subject, and then we will get into the news. Just a quick question. I don't know. I want to know if I can use that. Do you want to read out the first one here, Philip? If I read them up, then you read them. No, that one there. Sorry.
City should be relegated for blatantly operating outside the rules. What is even more? Oops, where's it gone?
Oh, sorry.
It's gone down. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, you can bring it up. It's all in
the.
No, it's all in. It's all been starred, Philip. I've starred them all.
Okay. What is even more concerned is that City are not cooperating. No, they're not. And that's what I mean. Their punishment should be even stronger. The teams that cooperate should be mitigating circumstance and get away a bit lighter. City should have the book thrown at them and then the bookcase after it to make sure they get punished for what they've done.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Carl is saying also, my best friend is diehard Everton, and he said months ago that Chelsea were bigger than us, so I'm have to wind him up. Yeah, true. Wind him up. I would love to see Chelsea get named. Apparently, there's more clubs that could be named tomorrow. I think tomorrow's the day they're going to do it.
Now, just a big thing on the Man City thing, Philip. The reason that City's taken so long is because it spans from 2010 to 2018 season. So it spans 8 years.
Yeah, I know.
8 years. Now, current investigations taking place are against City, Tottenham, Chelsea, Forest, Everton, Manchester United, Newcastle, and Wolverhampton. Not all are FFP related.
No, the Spurs thing is the default thing back in 2007, which is historic to say the least.
Yeah. So you can see City, Chelsea, Forest, Everton, Man United, possibly, Newcastle, and Wolves.
Yeah.
Would you say, Philip?
Yeah, I thought Wolves would be okay, actually, to be honest, but maybe not. You don't know. You just don't know. They've had their accounts now for 2022 since the end of the month. So they've had time to go through them. So we'll know tomorrow who it is,
Yeah.
But needless to say, they're doing everything they can to give the middle finger to the rules that every other club has to abide by. Just because you have lots of money to fight with is not an excuse to not follow the rules. Very true, Neil, yeah. But City are giving the two fingers to the rest of us, really. And Kate is saying football is too political now. How can they tear City down when the UK relies so much on oil from the UAE because of the Ukraine war and Sheikh Mansour is friends with our Prime Minister?
Actually, good point.
That's a good point. And that is why the government have to be kept out of it.
Yeah.
Because you can imagine what's going to happen if they do get in. Ravi, whatever you call the Prime Minister, is going to be, giving the old secret handshake to Sheikh Mansour. That's why the government cannot get anywhere near football.
Yeah. And that's the point, isn't it, Philip? Has football become too political? Has politics now wrapped its... Has it always
it's the case of the UAE and our oil supplies and whatever, if Manchester City are the ultimate beneficiaries of that, okay, unless you're a football fan, you're not going to care. Most people will be more worried about the price of a gallon of diesel or a gallon of petrol. And if it comes down or goes up because Sheikh Mansour puts an embargo on UK fuel because we've done a job on his precious Manchester City, then most of the people will be very annoyed about that. If the football fans are annoyed from the other side, then nothing's been done.
Yeah, that's so true. Do you want to read these last two out, Philip?
Alan Cross, 62 semi-final European Cup. Spurs were robbed when the ref was obviously bribed and found out. It has always been gone. We should have had a Stonewall penalty in that game. That was against Benfica, and that would have put us into the final of the European Cup in our first season in it. That was disgraceful, absolutely disgraceful. And Neil is saying sport in general is corrupt. When money is the reward, teams are always going to look for ways to increase their chances of winning. Also, betting brings in a bad element of bribery and cheating. Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. And for every footballer they're finding with a betting problem like Ivan Toney, I'd say there's 10 are getting away with it.
We've got a few here. We've got Colin Sky and money ruined it all. It did. It really did ruin it all. We've got, I think I need specialist help.
What's wrong, Kate?
Or okay. I think it's because of this. Just wipe my soapy hands to say hi. The thing is, it's so hard to stop corruption when there is billions flying around, gents. That's fine. It is though, isn't it? Though you look at it, Philip. Right? You look at that documentary that was done on Man City with UEFA.
Yeah.
Now to a man, you and me, anyone in the chat who watched that documentary, that's cast people were bribed.
Yeah.
Now, we've got no proof. It's not even an allegation. It's sort of like you're sitting there, you're thinking, right, yeah, you've got to be bribed. You've got to have taken a backhander somewhere along the line to come out with that judgment. Where everyone in football came out at that time, Philip said it was the wrong decision. It was bad for football. And it was a case of saying to Man City, okay, you've diddled your way, but we're going to let you continue to diddle your way, to fix the books.
Yeah.
So who has the biggest balls, UEFA or the Premier League?
I think they've both been castrated.
Yep.
Yeah, seriously.
True. Seriously, I agree with you. I agree with you, Philip. Colin says with the current
legislations in place. That have been agreed by the FA and the Premier League. It would be very difficult to get an individual evaluator involved with what's going on, aka red tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, I don't know. All I can think is if Manchester City get off, right, I think the outcry is going to be like a tsunami.
Yeah.
People are just going to have, that's enough, had enough of this, right? So they have to be punished. Now, the problem is the punishment they get probably won't fit the crime. Like for what they've done, they should be kicked out of the league altogether, but they probably won't. They'll probably get a 20-point deduction, which probably won't affect it. It'll affect their win in the league, but that's about it. They won't be relegated. So you'll see the punishment they get won't be anywhere near what they should be getting.
Yeah. Big up to Colin. He says, heard today Everton could get a third charge on them.
They're only dealing with this season's or last season's accounts now, so unless there's something going back a while. The one they got, the 10 points they got deducted earlier was from 21-22. This one is 22-23. So
Yeah. So it's 2021, 21-22, and 22-23. That's
yeah,
the FFP books go back 3 years.
I think that's
Should
it.
the
Yeah.
pandemic be taken into account for some of these clubs, Philip?
Oh yeah, should be.
But
Probably
should
should.
they?
Yeah,
But
they had no income.
no.
They had no income. So they had to get subsidised and get their money. The TV money probably kept them going there. But
Big up
yeah,
to talk. Yeah, go on. Sorry, Philip.
It should be. There should be allowances made. I don't know whether there is or not. I don't know the mechanics of the thing, but certainly there should be. Yeah.
Big up to Talking Bear. As long as they don't go the route of the NFL, total homo graze piece of crap.
Homogenized. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got Big T. They can ban us from Europe football. We won't be in it anyway.
That's a very fatalistic view of things, Big T.
Yeah. Right. It has been reported, Philip, that the FA have a lot of high-profile witnesses to stand against City. They are confident that City will not get away without punishment.
Well, hopefully. But yeah, without punishment.
What's going to be the punishment?
What is the punishment?
Yeah,
exactly. Slap on the wrist and a £2 million fine. You might as well not punish them at all. Give them points deduction is the only thing, and a very significant one. Relegation, if possible.
100 points deduction.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, if Everton get deducted 10 points for what they did, right? Maybe Man City should probably get enough points deducted to put them into the Northeast Counties Under-16 Schoolboys League.
That's true. I'm happy with that. Greg says when you make a league a world league, you bring in all the issues that come with it. Yeah, very, very true. We've got David Janola. Big up, David. He says, why can't Liverpool be investigated for the 2019 season that stripped of the Champions League trophy? Tottenham be awarded the trophy when they would have been Champions League winners before. That's very true, actually. But
have they done anything wrong that season? Is there allegations against Liverpool that season?
They had the Champions League final, Philip.
Oh, no, but you can't just strip them because we lost.
Yeah, you can.
No, there has to be some reason to go after them.
There was. They gave a penalty that wasn't a penalty.
Oh, well, yeah, I know that. But I mean, I'm talking about financial reasons. You can't. That's a referee. That's a corrupt referee there. You can't, I know. I know that was the most ridiculous penalty in the history of the game, but it happened, and we can't do anything about it now.
And also give Poch a brain for not starting Harry Kane and should
that's crazy.
It is. Politics have always been in sport. Look at the USA refusing to send a team to Russia Olympics and South Africa. It's actually spot on. Politics, as people don't like to hear it, but politics and sport go intertwined with one another.
If you look at the fact that all the Russian teams have been banned from Europe because of the Ukraine thing.
Yeah.
But that's right. That's correct. But yeah, I take your point. I mean, on a purely playing level, it shouldn't be. Politics should not affect it, but it does.
No,
it does.
Just a harmless potato says probably City will get out on technically again, but I hope they send them to the
league. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Apartheid as well. That's so true. That was terrible. Apartheid. It really was. We got Raju. We need at least one generational level player to win the Premier League like Liverpool did with Salah, and City with Salva, Aguero and De Bruyne. No need to rush the signing in winter.
Well, we did need signings this winter. Yeah. We need them badly, and we've got 2 of them so far. So
I hope they get 10 points off for every charge. That's 150 points. Question both. Do you think Ange could be back? Do you think Ange could go to a back 3? Romero, Dragon, Radu, and VDV would be a formidable side. What do you reckon, Philip? Do you reckon go to a back 3?
No, I don't. Ange doesn't play a back 3.
No.
2 out of the 3 definitely, but no, I don't think he'll play a back 3.
But it would be a formidable 3 of them.
Oh, Jesus, it would absolutely. Yeah.
Strip City of everything they have won. Show the sport that cheats do not prosper.
Exactly. That's it. Great chance to make an example of somebody here.
Yeah. And it will be interesting, Neil says, to find out of the big five of the 6 teams who has been operating within the rules and who has been cooking the books. Right. Very quickly, Philip, before we get to the bits of news we've got today, because I know you have to go soon and I know you'll be, it's near your time to have something to eat. Yeah. And before I get shot by Mary and brought round to the back of the shed and put into the shed. Yeah, she'll probably put me in there and just shove me a bit of bread every now and again.
You're lucky.
Know, if I'm lucky. If I'm a good boy.
Yeah,
if I'm not, then I'll just get one potato. If I'm not. Yeah, anyway. Hope she's laughing, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's not going to come with the knife here. Right. Right. What was I going very quickly, Philip, before I let you go? Where was I going? What did we talk about earlier?
We're good about the levy. The levy, people not thinking about levy is
everything. Yeah. Do fans seem to forget where we were back in 91, Philip? I know it's over 20 odd years ago, nearly 30 now. Mm. Do fans forget where we were under Scholar, under Sugar? The people seem to forget that we nearly went out of existence.
For those that mightn't remember, June 1991, less than a month after we'd won the FA Cup, Tottenham came within, let's say, 24 hours of going out of business.
Yeah. Literally
gone. Out the door, out of the league, out of everything, because the Midland Bank were pulling the plug on a loan. It wasn't a huge amount. It was 7 million or something like that. Like, you wouldn't even see it give it a child to buy sweets at the minute in the football game at the moment, but we were gone. And only Alan Sugar and Terry Venables came along and saved us. Yeah. We were gone. Right? Now, fast forward 10 years. Alan Sugar sells out to Enoch. Well, partially sells out to Enoch. He sells a whole lot later on, right? We were a mid-table club at that stage. We were nothing special. We were kind of how would I put a team like Wolves or Brentford or Everton in the good days. We won a League Cup in '99, but we weren't chasing anything. We were treading water.
Got to an odd semi-final here.
Yeah, got to an odd semi-final. Yeah. Levy came in, and nothing much changed on the playing pitch. Managers changed quite regularly. George Graham got the boot straight away. But what happened was that he started to restructure the financial side of it and the way the club was run. And it wasn't always to the fans' benefit or the fans' enjoyment, because money always seemed to be tight. He was never prepared to pay the asking price.
Yeah.
And as years went on, he then started to go, right, we're going to have to build a new stadium. The new stadium cost $1 billion. The training ground came first. It was the state of the art, best in the world. And the ground came along afterwards, and it's the best in the world as well. So he's achieved that, but there had to be a cost. And the cost was the money was not there to invest in the team. And that's where a lot of the criticism of Levy has come out. It's because he didn't have the money. You can't get blood out of stone.
No.
I would rather have the way we are now, with a fantastic stadium, with a revenue streams coming in that keeps us out of FFP, than be stuck back at White Hart Lane, albeit great ground as it was, with only a capacity of 36,000. You cannot survive on those grounds. So then, fast forward another couple of years, he gets rid of managers regularly. He brings in managers he shouldn't bring in, like Mourinho and Conte. But now he's got a manager that seems to have his backing. Transfer-wise, policy-wise, he's brought in Scott Munn, who is supposed to be doing what he did up to now in the football side of things, and it seems to be working. But there seems to be a lot of people will not give Levy any credit for anything. Now, he deserves a lot of stick and a lot of criticism for what he's done over the years, no doubt about it. But I think at least at the moment, as we're speaking now, he deserves credit for what he's done with Ange Postecoglou.
Look, I was very much Levy out a couple of seasons ago, Philip. Staunch Levy out. I want him out of my club. I wanted my football club. Yeah. Until I come to a realization, hang on a minute here. I'm mouthing off and saying Levy out, Levy out, Levy out. And I've been called a flip-flop. I've been called back, everything else under the sun. Levy deserves credit for what he's done in the background. For what he's done, as you say, financially restructuring the club.
Yeah.
Are fans right, Philip, to still have a go at Levy, or does there have to be a little bit of leeway?
I think, listen, in an ideal world, everybody would give him a bit of credit. Yeah. But unfortunately, there are people, and people are entitled to their opinion. I'm not knocking anybody who knocks Levy. They're entitled to their opinion, no problem. But I think they've got to look at things and say, don't be looking on the black side of things, the dark side of things all the time. Look on the bright side. Look what's happening at the club at the moment. It's much, much better. Like we sat through 3.5 years of drop football, boring football. Now we've got our team back with a manager who seems to have got Levy's backing. So give Levy some credit for that. He's never going to undo the sins of the past, all right, but you can't undo the past. We can control the future, and that's what we should be looking to, the future, not the past.
Yeah. And look, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm not. You can say what you want, and he says doing it again. Stick to one thing. You can give praise and credit, but not swap sides all the time. I've never swapped sides.
Dermot doesn't swap sides. We've been down Levy all the time.
Now,
if he's good, he's good. If he's bad, he's bad.
Before Philip come on, I was very much get Levy out. Round the pandemic, round the Super League, I was very much hang on a minute. That's what I was angry about. But for you to come here and say that is, well, get your own YouTube channel and actually speak what you think. Have, as somebody said, have the balls actually to run your own YouTube channel. Don't come in here and be hiding behind your keyboard. And yeah, I did admit it. But people can change their mind. People can have their opinions changed. People can go through different opinions. Doesn't mean they have to stick to one opinion. People can change their minds.
It's called an open mind. As things change, your mind changes. If things improve, your thoughts improve. You're not stuck in the same mindset regardless of what's going on, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. You're not allowed to have an opinion, Philip.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know?
Yeah. Fans need the top 10 leave to sell or get out of the club because it is his money. He don't make anyone go to the games or buy merchandise. Fans calling him tight. Remember, he spends millions. That's fair enough.
Well, look what he's earned from the club by putting in the NFL pitch. Look what he's earned by having the Beyonce concerts and the boxing matches at the lane. No other club has got that facility. Okay, West Ham might have tried it occasionally. Man United might have, but we can earn money like that. That ground is only in use 19 weekends of the year, plus a few midweek matches.
Yeah.
Well, why not use the other weekends to have ancillary revenue generating stuff? And we're making an absolute fortune that way. So that's why we are the beacon club of the Premiership as regards how to keep your ground operating and generating cash.
Look, people can change. And I've changed my mind. I give praise. We give praise when it's due. We criticize when it's due.
Yeah.
So, you know, just because I changed my mind, I've got an open mind. I changed what I thought. And just because you don't like it, not a lot I can do about it. Not a lot. Is there? Not a lot.
No. You've had your opinion, but I mean, you know, as I said, you've got to be open-minded.
Yeah.
It's the best way of putting it.
It's not a case of black and white. It's not a case of, at the moment, you have to be one way or the other. You can't be in the middle. And I tell you why I went in the middle, because it was affecting my mental health. Because of all the crap that went with it, all the negative that it affected my mental health. That's why I went from from my own mental health, I'm going to stay in the middle. Philip we've talked about this at length, haven't we?
Yeah.
How we would proceed as a channel. And just because I have a different opinion, and we have an opinion where we praise when we can, criticize when we can, and be diplomatic when we can, doesn't mean we still don't want the best for our football club. But if you're looking at FFP, Philip, we're the best run club in the Premier League. We're the only top 5 side to buy any players in this window, by the way.
Yeah.
So
that's it.
You need to go, Philip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let you go so you can.
Right. I'll talk to you later on. Anyway, we'll continue this.
Yeah, okay. I will. I'll wrap up. I'll finish up.
Okay. See you later, Dan. See you later, folks. Enjoy the chat.
Philip. Yeah. Thank you very much. So I'll take you out there, Philip. That is Philip. We'll go right. And then I'll go there. Just very quickly. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We've got Tottenham 82 opinions changed with new information. Exactly. I'm still Levy out, but I can give praise. If you can, fair play to you. Same here. It's not that black and white, Tottenham 82, to what he has done. All those All those off-the-field events are now making sense. Spurs are the strongest and best-run club in the Prem. Yeah, they are, Colin. Absolutely. FFP only looks at the revenue from the football business. No other revenue will be taken into an account. Spurs could earn billions with stocks. FFP don't care. Just a harmless potato. We will not be allowed to spend that money under FFP. I think we can spend up to 300 million. I think it's right. 300 million, I think. If your opinion is proven wrong, you can't stick to it. Yeah, exactly. By Philip says, Ian, as much as he's annoying, how does business it is his business. I mean, give Dorban the striker from Gent. We tried going for him for 20 million. They said no, Leon get him for 13. Levy not stupid. No, he's not. And Luke Chapman, Louis Mandoli has been speaking about his decision to move to Northampton Town for the rest of the season. Big up, Luke. Well, listen, guys, I'll just give you the bit of the news what is happening. Of course, Tottenham defender Japhet Tantanga has secured a loan move to Championship club Millwall for the rest of the season. I think it's a good move for him. Good move for Millwall as well, and a good move for Tottenham. The Glazers could force Jim Ratcliffe to sell his minority stake in Manchester United after 18 months. Now, I have asked Colin, who's a Man United fan, what he thought of this. I'm still waiting for a response for him, so I will let you know later what he thinks. Now, this is something I want to get onto later as well with Philip. The half and half scarf, the unacceptable yet unavoidable football match day accessory. I hate them. I think they're awful. I absolutely hate the half and half flat scarves. Really do. Do not like them. Shouldn't be in football whatsoever. But listen, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section about that. It's horrendous. Yeah, I agree with you. It is horrendous. You either support one club or the other. And, you know, for me, I don't like the half and half flags. I think it's done more for fans that are not diehard fans that go there for the day, and I think it's a bit for them more than the diehard fans. But big up anyway, Tottenham 1882. But listen, thank you all for watching. We are back tonight at 9 o'clock with THFC's new show. The very what's it called again? I forgot what it's called now. What's it called? What is it called? I should tell you now. The very few minutes. 10 of the best. That's what it's called, guys. So please join us at 9. We're doing 10 of the best FA Cup finals. We're going to rank them. Philip's got his 5. I've got my 5. We're going to put them into 10. And then me and Philip are going to rank them and see which comes out as number 1. Will I have the same number 1 as Philip? Who knows? Might differ in that. And Carl has also given his top 10 as well. Then every week we'll get you members in to get your top 10 or whatever. Even get you to come on to the show when we do it. Some of them will be live. Some of these will be pre-recorded for you members too. So a lot of stuff can be done. It was only an article I saw Big T. I think it was in the Independent. I don't think how they can force. I found that very odd how the Glazers can force Jim to sell. I don't know how that's done, but it's just an article I found in the Independent. So I look more into that. It sounds very odd to me. I don't think it's true, but I don't think it's true whatsoever. Chris says half and half for soccer fans. Yeah, that's true. I don't think any stinky team wrap right around my neck. Just the mighty Spurs are absolutely in. We've got Talking Bear. At that point, it is a fashion accessory. Yeah, it is. It is. But listen, guys, thank you so much for watching. We are back tonight at 9. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening. See you later. Come on, you Spurs.